Good evening, my name is Jennifer Evans and this is my presentation. What is one of the main elements that our body needs every day to maintain its health? It's water. Research shows that water is vital to all of our body's systems and functions because it maintains health and it helps to prevent dehydration. One of the ways that we can keep our bodies hydrated is, of course, by drinking fluids. And why is this important? Well, it's important because the body loses water throughout the day. Through perspiration, through when we go to the bathroom, urinating as it's flushing out all of our body's wastes, and also through breathing. So the body is constantly losing water, so we need to keep that water replenished. How much water do we need? Well, that depends upon the person. It depends upon your weight, your exercise level, your activities. Are you out in the sun all day long? Are you an infant? Infants, of course, need liquids throughout the day, much more so than an adult does. They need smaller amounts more often. And according to the Mayo Clinic staff, our bodies are composed as an adult of 60% water, whereas in infants it's 78% water. And that's why it's important for infants especially to get that water. Adults, we need it as well because we're constantly losing it all day long. And some of the easiest ways to replenish is, of course, through drinking. The Mayo Clinic staff, as well as Gibson Moore 2013, and the Mayo Clinic staff is 1998 through 2014, says that drinking water, tea, juice, milk, sports drinks, all help to rehydrate the body. Limiting the sugary drinks, the caffeinated drinks, because those don't help as much as the other drinks do. Also eating water-containing foods such as cucumbers, melons, fruit, lettuces. Those types of foods all help to replenish that very necessary water. And the Mayo Clinic staff, 1998-2014, says that we get 60% of our water back into our bodies through the liquids that we drink, and 20% of it comes from the foods that we eat. So in addition to just replenishing it, we can look at all the functions that water aids our bodies in. And this was taken from the United States Geological Society 2014, and it shows a depiction of that 60% weight mass of water in the adult body. And water helps to form saliva, keep the mucous membranes moist. It allows the body's cells to grow, function, reproduce. It helps in digestion by breaking down the large components into smaller components such as carbohydrates. Water is also used by the brain to make neurotransmitters and hormones. Water regulates our body temperature, usually through sweating. And it acts as a shock absorber for the brain and the nervous system. And these are just a few of the many functions that water serves, of course. So now that we understand some of the importance of water in our bodies and how to keep that water in our bodies, we can look at what happens when we aren't replenishing the water supply that's being lost every single day, all day long. And that's called dehydration. So it's, of course, the opposite of hydration. And Dr. Kaneshiro, 2014, states that hydration comes in many levels. You have mild, moderate to severe. And you can have symptoms, varying symptoms, ranging from headache, confusion, listlessness, all depending upon the severity of the dehydration. The mild dehydration, you're going to have the thirst mechanism kick in because that's the body's way of saying we need more fluid, according to Gibson Moore 2013. And so it's important to pay attention to that as the body continues, if it's not getting the liquid that it needs and it continues being dehydrated, the symptoms, of course, increase. And they can increase to the heartbeat increasing without exercise, rapid breath without exercise. People can become unconscious in severe dehydration. They can have comas set in. They can also have seizures, and in the worst case scenario, they can die from dehydration. So these are all the reasons why dehydration is a pretty serious condition. The good news is that it's preventable and it's reversible. So paying attention to what the body's saying. Are you thirsty? Go ahead and get those fluids into the body. Get indoors if you're outdoors, and plan your trips. If you're walking, do it in the cool of the day. This is all according to the Mayo Clinic staff 2014 suggestions that they have on preventing dehydration and also reversing dehydration. So in conclusion, hydration is extremely important to all of the functions in our body, and research again does show that we need water for all of the body's vital functions and systems, because it helps to maintain proper health as well as prevent dehydration. And we know that dehydration is especially of concern for infants, children, and the elderly. So keep yourself cool, keep yourself hydrated, stay indoors when it's hot, drink before, during, and after exercise, and maintain the health that you have. Have a great night.